Hey everybody, I've just got I got a whole bunch of new gear and stuff and just different like training tools. I'm just gonna show a couple of them today. I got the egg weights and the Pso Rite. So, I'm sure, you know, a lot of you have been familiar with these. I have been familiar with egg weights for a while now, but, I have just, you know, the priorities get in the way, and I ended up, I didn't end up getting any because I've had these my entire career. You know, thank you, Trevor. These have, you know, he's given me these, and I've gotten lots of use out of them to shadow box with. However, I think I'm going to graduate. I'm going to pass these down to some lucky person, someone who appreciates these, and I'm gonna, you know, just continue on with my egg weights because they are just a step up. These are great. They're perfect size. They fit right into your hand. You can, you know, get that nice squeeze so you can practice like making a tight fist. They're just perfect for like getting a good warm up, you know, just shadow boxing and stuff like that. But the only downside is that they do poke out just a little bit from your fist, so you may end up, you know, hurting yourself if you just getting lost into it, or, you know, you put your thumb on there and then, you know, now you don't have a perfect fist. But on top of that, the real concern that I've had is that it's all just metal. So when you start sweating and when you start really getting into your workout, these can end up going flying. And this has actually happened in the middle of my workout before, where I've thrown a punch and then it ends up slipping out of my hand because my hands are so sweaty. It doesn't matter how much grip you have. If your hands are sweaty, you ain't holding on to this. So egg weights, I highly recommend if you can get them, because they come in different sizes. They come in different shapes. You know, like this one, for example, is like a little football. But more importantly, it's got a little ring on your finger. Hold on one second. Hey, can you, hey, baby? Yeah, sorry. No, it's okay. So anyway, so you have the little loop for your finger so you can hold on to it. It's got a little rubber on it, so you can still hold on to it if you're sweaty as hell. And on top of that, and just a little added bonus, let's see, I mean, obviously this isn't necessary for your training, but it is kind of a nice little feature. You can customize, well, they customize it for me. I don't know if this is something, an option you have, but I don't know where all this hair came from, but they put my name on it. So if anybody tries to steal my egg weights, I'm gonna find you. And it's got a little rose on the end of it, so I don't know. I'm not sure if that's something that they do for everybody, but I feel special. And I mean, I'm sure there's probably an option for that. So anyways, and if not, then whatever. So they have the different sizes. This one is probably would be my getting in shape one, or not getting in shape, but like, you know, mid training camp or something. This is nice for like, you know, boom, you're just trying to build that power and that strength and that also that recoil, right? Because I mean, honestly, like, I'm explaining something that probably like most people should know by now, but if you don't know, like, shadow boxing is probably the best thing you could do as a fighter. Just it's something that anybody can do anywhere, anytime, and is always a good workout as long as you have the imagination and the passion for it. So but honestly, it's like 90% of what I do is shadow boxing. So it gets you in shape, and it's just a way. I come up with so many different creative things with it. So yeah, and then obviously just the bigger ones are good for, you know, not just like throwing with some power, but being able to like bring your arm back, because that's just as much as throwing the punch is bring it back to your face. And those are just as much, that's just as hard sometimes to do. And then you got these little ones. These little ones make you feel cool as hell, because you got a little bit of something to hold on to, but it's like it's way lighter, and yeah, you barely can tell something's there, but there is something. So it's just kind of more, it gives you more intention with your punches. So I'm just gonna, you know, kind of just shadow box with a little bit of these, and then you can kind of see what I do. And also, they gave me a cool t-shirt. Let's see, maybe I'll do the white one. Oh wait, oh, it's a v-neck. This might look stupid with this underneath, but we'll see. Okay, yeah. Maybe no v-neck. But anyway, yeah, so I'll just put my sweater back on so I could get a good sweat. It's also gonna be kind of hard to get sweat in here because it just snowed for the first time this year, so it's a little cold in here, but that's okay. Rocky training. All right, so I'm gonna start with these ones. These little footballs. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I would just do that for hours. And it's really cool just to be able to like warm up with, because I always start my workouts with a little bit of shadow boxing, but I would use these a lot just to be able to take my mind off of what I look like or what I'm doing, and I'm just like focused on holding these. So it's a good little mental distraction as well. It's also, it gets you in shape. So, and then these ones are cool. I think these ones are my favorite. But I don't know if it has anything to do with how small they are, but they do make me feel cool. Like I just hit somebody with it, you know? I think the only thing that would be cool would be if you could get some foot egg weights. Be like bam, bam, bam. No. But seriously though, I did have some ankle weights. That would be cool to pair up with this. I do have a weight vest that I use quite often to I don't know if y'all watch Dragon Ball Z, but weight training, like having like a weighted vest, having like wrist weights, ankle weights, all those things are huge. They're super, just the most functional weight training that you could do for fighting, other than, you know, just other good things that are, you know, just like squats and deadlifts. Like those are just good for like overall athleticism. But holding onto these egg weights, ankle weights, weight vests, I honestly think is the best type of functional training for MMA specifically. So anyways, on to the next thing, the Pso Rite. I, for the longest time, so like I showed the other, you know, shadow boxing weights that I used to use. These ones, this is the thing that I used to use for my psoas. Okay, this is still good. I probably will still use this. Like, I don't know if the Pso Rite would completely replace this for me, because I kind of like this on my back too, and This, I would just always like kind of warm up, like I would just kind of lay on it. And then like slowly I start to feel like the muscles just start to melt around, you know, the ball. And this essentially does the same thing, although this is more specifically for the psoas. This I can kind of do, you know, my ball. I have different balls too, but this is what I would use for my psoas before. But you can't really find these in a lot of places. Like this is like a particular type of a ball. And honestly, this thing is better for if you're trying to just target this right here. And if you don't know about psoas, you know, most athletes would, but you use it for everything, especially mixed martial artists, because everything we do is like always like right here or right here or right here. And so we need to get somebody to go in there. And I don't know about y'all, but sometimes it's hard to find like a good massage therapist too. And so yeah, you just lay on it like this, and you just kind of like I kind of like rotate from side to side. Can't really see, hold on. Yeah, I kind of just rotate like right on the spot. We just kind of lay there for a second. And sometimes you can use breathing to kind of push the like tight spot a little bit more. It just kind of melts away, you know, all the tension. But this will help everything else. So I say when in doubt, you know, just check your psoas. If your psoas is tight, I mean, if something's tight in your body, like your lower half, mostly, or your back, is most likely your psoas. So I would highly recommend getting one of these if you have trouble getting to like a good massage therapist. And especially nowadays with COVID, like, you know, maybe some people are like weird about, you know, having somebody touch them and stuff. So, or it's just hard. Honestly, it's like probably the biggest challenge of my career is finding somebody to do a good job. So, and somebody that, this is a lot of energy. It's I have lots of pains in my body. So to get somebody to go in there and really make a difference in my body, it's hard to find. And I also just like, I need to do a little bit more work myself anyways. Even with the massage therapist, this is an everyday thing that I should be doing. So those are my two products. I have some more like other training tools and just cool other like products that I use outside of fighting, just for my everyday life, that I'll probably do a video on later. So yeah, get you some egg weights, get you a Pso Rite, get your Pso Rite. And get your mind right too, because, you know, it's Monday. Well, at least today's Monday for me. And get some muscles. Love one another. You know, just with everything going on in the world, it's easy to get caught up in quarreling over opinions and stuff. So I just say there's multiple opinions that could be right at the same time. So it's just a matter of being able to appreciate one another. And what else? Do the best you can, what you got where you're at, and just have faith in God if there's certain things you can't control. And yeah, get some muscles.